Hi everybody, welcome back to Bring Life Indoors. It's Moira here. Thank you so much for joining me. Before I go ahead with today's video, I firstly want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for your likes and your comments. Thank you for your love and support. It all means a lot. I really appreciate it. As you can see, I'm in my bathroom. Today I thought I'll talk about plants in my bathroom. Yeah, I must say, before I do that, since lockdown I haven't done any shopping or whatsoever. The last time I did plant shopping was few days, literally few days before lockdown, and I went shopping for plants. So I haven't done any shopping ever since, which I must say I'm very proud of myself. It was difficult at first, I must be honest. It was difficult at first because it's like, oh no, I mean, a month would never go without me buying a plant or two. So it was difficult at first, but then over time, I actually got okay with it, Not that I don't miss going shopping. I do, and I'm sure I'll do that soon. But for now, I've been just appreciating the plants I have, and, yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to just show you around my bathroom what plants I have in here. You can see in the background. I haven't added any new plants in here. I haven't done any shopping. I'll still love to add more plants, I must say. Yeah, I'm blessed with a beautiful, huge, spacious bathroom, and the lighting in here is excellent. I mean, I don't have yeah, I've got about 2 windows, so the lighting in here is awesome. So I still want to add few more plants in here for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to take you through what I have in here and what works in here, and why does it work in my bathroom, and why is it thriving, just in case you are out there and you want to have plants in your bathroom and you don't know what kind of plants can you have in your bathroom. And yeah, I just wanted to show you what is possible, and what works. And you'll be surprised what works. And believe me, I've tried it and tested them, and what I have in here is what works for me. And so yeah, I'm just gonna turn my camera around, because what you see there is the background. Just gonna turn my camera around, and then I can show you what's happening in here. So as you can see, what I have here is a peace lily. I have my microfiber cloth. It's nice and wet. Well, not too wet, just damp. So I'm just gonna dust it off. But as you can see, what I have here is peace lily. It does very well in the bathroom because it loves humidity. So it thrives here. It does very well in here. It loves it in here. So if you were wondering what you can actually have in your bathroom, there you go. One of the plants you can have in your bathroom is peace lily. It does very well. And one thing I love about peace lilies, it's one of my favorite plants. One thing I love about peace lilies is that it's very easy to care for. It's super easy to care for. It will tell you when it's dry. It droops, though I try for it not to completely get there. I've done that mistake, and it's a very scary one, I must be honest. Though I know it droops, but every time that happens, let's say I was traveling or I've gone somewhere, or because that many times happens with me sometimes when I would have gone somewhere, gone away. Even though I know that's how a plant reacts, that's how peace lily reacts when it's thirsty, like when you haven't given it water, it's very scary. I find it very uncomfortable. I don't like it. I don't like to put it in that position where it's completely dry to a point where it collapses. But I must say, if it collapses and you give it a good drink, it comes back again. So you've got nothing to worry about. It does come back again. But I must warn you, it's really not a nice sight. If that happens to you and you've never experienced it before, you will think you've killed it or something terribly went wrong. But all it is you left it way too long before you gave it a drink, so it collapsed. That's all it is. And again, taking care of it, that's exactly what you do. You get your damp cloth and you wipe the leaves off to take the dust away. The other thing I also do on certain days like these, I take my cloth and I go around my plants and I dust the ones which I see they need dusting. Otherwise, or I wipe the ones which I see they need wiping, like this one. But otherwise, on the days that I water them, when I do give them a drink when I do water them, I mix a solution of, I take my water and dishwashing solution and then dishwashing soap, and I mix that up together. Then I take that solution and I spray the whole plant with it and I rinse it nicely and thorough, give it a good wash. So yeah, that's what I usually do on the days where I water them. Otherwise, like today, I don't need to water it, but it does need dusting. So that's all I'm gonna do, just give it a good dust. They will really appreciate it, believe me. Peace lilies, they really appreciate this. Well, with all your plants, all your plants do appreciate clean leaves, because that's how they breathe. You're taking away the dust that is blocking the pores for your plants to absorb light and to breathe, and and all that. So you just do that. Yeah. So that's what you need to know about peace lilies. And the other thing is, when you've got dry spots like that, I just do this. I just take my clean scissors and then I chop all that off. I use my garden scissors and I chop all that off. If you don't like the look, I don't like the look. So that's what I do. That's how I clean it up nicely. I don't know if you can see. I must check my camera, make sure that you can actually see. So yeah, then I just clean that off nicely. So you can actually do that if it's got brown spots which you don't quite like to see. That's all you've got to do. Just take your nice sharp scissors and you just chop it off. But then yeah, that's my peace lily. So that's one of the plants I have in my bathroom. Now when you look down here, I'm just gonna tilt my camera or I'll bring it up here. And if you look down here, I've got your bird's nest fan. I love this plant. And you're just gonna see I've got three kinds. So I've got my bird's nest fan. I love it. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna try and pull it up, lift it up, that you can see the new growth that is coming out. Look at that. How beautiful is that? There's a new growth that is coming out. Yeah, this is one of my favorite fans. I love it. Again, fans do absolutely well in the bathroom because they love high humidity. So it's one of the plants you can have in your bathroom. They love it. They love high humidity. So the light is good for them in here. They get bright light, bright indirect light, and very high humidity because we bath and shower in here. So, and it's warm. The same thing with my fans. When I see there's dust in them and they need dusting, I just take my cloth and I dust the dust off. And again, on the days where they need to be watered, I give them a good wash, you know. But on days like this where I don't need to water and they are dusty, I just take my microfiber cloth and I give them a good wipe. And that's all. That's my business fan. And next to it, just gonna tilt my camera a little bit. Next to it is my calathea. I love this. I'm gonna bring it a bit close. This is, I actually never took it out of its nursery pot. As you can see, that's Calathea amabilis. I hope I'm pronouncing that well. It's a peacock plant. I love that name. Forget the other one. It's a peacock plant. Yeah, I got it at Lifestyle. As you can see, I got it at Lifestyle for $19.99. Yeah, it's doing very well. It's happy here. It's loving the high humidity in my bathroom, and it's getting the light it needs also in my bathroom. So it's doing very well. I only have this one leaf. I'm gonna bring it a bit close again. These two that are a bit crispy, but again, it's one of those things. If you don't like how it looks, you can chop it off. I mean, or otherwise you can leave it. This one really, I'm just gonna chop it off. There we go. But it's doing very well. All the other leaves are nice, and there's no there's no brown edges. It's just that one and the one next to it, but the one next to it is not that bad. Okay, and just gonna bring my camera closer. And right here, I've got my bamboo fan. This is my bamboo palm, not fan, palm. Again, this is one of the plants. Okay, with Calathea, I didn't say much on Calathea. Now with Calathea, this peacock plant, it's again another plant that you can have in your bathroom, simply because it loves high humidity. It really does. It loves high humidity. And you know, yeah, and you must give it great light. I mean, I've got good light in my bathroom. So yeah, that's why I believe it's doing very well so far, is because the day I brought it home, I put it in my bathroom. I didn't want to put it to the test by putting it anywhere in my house. I decided to bring it straight to the bathroom. So it's one of the plants you can have in your bathroom that, you know, simply because of the humidity levels your bathroom would give it, you know. If it's where you shower and bath all the time, it's a best place to put. It's one of the best place to put your Calathea. The other thing is your bathroom must have a good light. You know, I understand that other bathrooms don't have a good light, but if your bathroom have a good light, it has a good light, or like mine, I said it's got 2 windows. So like here where we are, I'll just tilt it to show you. There's the one window. So these plants are getting good light throughout the day because of that window. So yeah, that's why it's doing well. So if you were thinking, what other plants can I have in my bathroom? There we go. It's your calatheas, your peace lilies, your ferns. Right next to my calathea, I have my bamboo palm is also doing very well. It's getting good light and it's getting humidity. It's loving it in my bathroom. Next to it or above it, I have my sword fan. This was sitting in my living area, in my dining room, and I decided to move it to the bathroom because where it was, the leaves were getting scorched, and I actually want to trim what creeps up while it was there. The leaves were getting a bit scorched and burnt, and I decided I'm gonna move it to my bathroom, and I know it's gonna love it. I know it's loving it here. It's been in here for a while. It's loving it in here. So I'm just cutting away what is not looking great. That's all. What got bent because it was right by the window, and that will happen if you put your fan right by the window. It will burn its foliage. But now it's doing well. Don't be scared to trim down or to trim off what is not looking great, because you are just encouraging new growth. Please don't be scared. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a very good thing to do for your plants, to trim off what is not looking great. You are doing your plants a good thing, you know. It's good for your plants. So you are not in any way causing them harm. You are actually encouraging new growth. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just taking away what I feel was not looking awesome. I'll show you what I cut out. They don't look so great. You see, look at that. All these is, yeah, it's brown, you know, the edges of the leaves are brown, but it's just a few of them, so I've cut about 4 of them off. So yeah, you're encouraging new growth. You're not doing your plant harm at all. You're not doing your plant harm at all. Again, your sword fans are one of those you can have in your bathroom. They would love it in your bathroom. Again, because of the humidity levels, as long as you've got good lighting for them. One thing I like about them, they'll be fine even in a shady spot. But where this one is getting good light, so it's happy. It's getting good light, it's getting high humidity, and it's loving it, doesn't? And I'm getting new growth. I don't know if I can take you all the way in to see. I'll try. But if you look here, this one I'm holding, it's new growth. That's new growth. There's another new growth. There's a whole lot of new growth. That's if I can show you. There's another one there. So yeah, I'm getting a whole lot of new growth. So that's it's doing well. That's a sign that your plant is doing very well. So next to it, I've got Phlebodium fan. I love this fan. I love it. It's my first Phlebodium to own, and I must be honest, I always get happy with myself when I bring a plant home and I'm able to keep it alive and, you know, and keep it happy. And it's been happy ever since. I'll definitely get more if I find it again. I love it. It's happy. It's doing well. Yeah, no issues whatsoever. So that's Phlebodium fan. And that's another, like I say, with fans, you can have fans in your bathroom. You can actually go wild when it comes to fans, because they would love the high humidity your bathroom offers them. And as long as you've got good lighting for them, they'll do just fine. They'll actually thrive in your bathroom. And while we are here, I'm just gonna tilt it down. Right here, I've got another bird's nest fan. This is another bird's nest fan. This was my first bird's nest fan. It has struggled a little bit. As you can see, it's got history. It's got a bit of history to I mean, it's been through a lot, but it's still alive. It's still growing. You can see it's giving me new growth. If you can see down there, I've got a few new growth coming up. 1, 2, 3, and those two which you can already see. So it's doing very well. Though I must be honest, it's been through quite a bit. It's been through quite a bit, but I think it's over whatever it is it had gone through. Because sometimes you don't even know what's happening with your plant. You don't know why it's doing what it's doing. You don't know what's the cause, what is the problem. But it seems like it's over that. It seems like it's over whatever it is it was going through. So I'm happy with it. And next to it, I'm gonna try and tilt my camera. There's my other Calathea. I also didn't take it out of its nursery pot. It's still in its nursery pot. This is the zebra plant. This is Calathea zebrina. You know, it's a zebra plant. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I think the brown edges is because of the water. Everyone says it's because of the water. Well, I would like to believe that. But other than that, it's doing well. No issues or whatsoever. It's loving it in here. It's growing well. It's my the first Calathea I bought 2 years ago or so died. It was happy for a while and then it died. Just like that, I lost it. Then I decided no more. I'm not going to buy Calathea anymore. I don't think that for me. But then early this year, I decided otherwise. A friend of mine convinced me otherwise, Charlotte. And yeah, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna give them a try again. So yeah, so far I've got two. You know, I've got this one, and then I've got the peacock one, and they're doing absolutely well. And it's been in my bathroom from the day it arrived, and I don't think I'll be moving it ever. It's loving it in here. Again, if you're looking for something to keep in your bathroom, this is the best plant to go for. They're very that they don't for I don't categorize them as easy to care for plants, to be very honest. Calatheas, you need to know exactly what you're doing, but if you can give them the right environment, they'll do just fine, and you know exactly what to do with them. They'll do just fine, and it's happy. And while we are here is my twisted business fan. I love it. It has grown so much. When I brought it home, it was a little tiny baba, and now it has grown into this beautiful bushy plant, and it's still growing. As you can see, if I'm gonna try and show you, it's getting new growth. I'm super excited about it. So yeah, I'm sure you can tell what I love the most is the business fan. I've got 3 of them in here. So yeah, one more plant or 2 more to go. The other one is this one. I'm just gonna turn my camera around a bit. So this is my rubber tree plant, my very first one ever. And it hasn't done the best and it hasn't done bad either. You know, one of those plants you buy and then they don't nothing goes wrong with them. It's like they don't go down in a way, like they don't go down, but at the same time they don't improve either. They don't thrive. They don't thrive. They remain stagnant. They remain the same, like you keep coming back to it. It's like, but on the other hand, it's looking good, it's looking healthy, but no change. Once in a while it gives you 1 leaf, slow growth, like super slow. It had grown, but now recently I decided to chop it. I was watching Adele You must check out her channel. Her channel is Lifeaholic. I'm gonna list it on the description below. Her channel is Lifeaholic. You must check out her channel. I love her channel. She's all about plants. She did a video on on her ficus, and she was busy, and yeah, they were growing weird, though I thought compared to what I have, honestly, I would have what she has anytime. And she was brave enough to chop them and cut them, and she obviously has done that before. She knows what she's doing, so she has done that before, and and um and it grew better, you know. It changed, it grew better, you know. It encouraged new growth and all, I don't know. So I got the encouragement from her. Adele, you did encourage me. I watched your video and I was encouraged, you know. I was. So I went ahead and I chopped it, and I put what I cut into water to propagate it. So yeah, I'm hoping for the best, that it will do what yours did, you know, that it will take off and shoot out new growth somewhere. Somewhere there. And become a nice huge plant like yours is. I'm hoping so, but I'm not giving up. I mean, look at that. They look so healthy. They look so great. But yeah, I'll show you the other part, which is sitting in water. So yeah, I'll list her video down, the video she did and her channel. Please go follow her. If you're not following her, go check her channel out. She's great. I love it. So yeah, I must say she encouraged me, and yeah, because I'm not about to give up on this, Baba. Honestly, I love it. And the last plant I want to show you is my thriving anthurium. The one I propagated is sitting in soil. It's doing absolutely well. Okay, so this is the last plant I want to show you. My anthurium Baba, propagated Baba, is doing absolutely well. It's continuing to give me new growth. Look at that, look at that, look. All of that is new growth. Look at that. I've got there's another one. I don't know if I can show, you can see, but there's 1, 2 coming out. Can you see those tiny there in there? That's one, and there is another one. But then this one is new growth, this one is new growth, you know. Is doing exceptionally well, is doing exceptionally well. I'm loving it, and it's loving it in here. It's obviously getting high humidity, and you know, again, anthuriums, they will do very well in your bathrooms. I love them. They're easy to care. I find them very easy to care for, to be very honest. I find them very easy to care for. Before before I learned that they were easy, I drowned a few. I did. I killed a few with overwatering until I learned that it's okay to let this dry out completely, even bone dry. They can handle it. Believe me, they can handle it. And ever since I've done that with my anthuriums, let them go completely bone dry, like completely dry, really let the soil go dry, and the pot is light. Then I give them water. They are thriving. They are doing very well. All my anthuriums. So I find them very easy. So like I always say, with every plant, once you know what to do, once you know what they like and what they don't like, believe me, then you can, according to you, say they are easy to care for. Though there are those plants which, even if you know what to do, they're just finicky, you know. There's nothing you can do about it. That's who they are. That's what they are. They're finicky. But anthuriums, for me, they fall under easy to care for plants. Here's the one. Here is the rubber tree, which I said I cut and I put it in water. So yeah, busy propagating this. So this was part of that. So yeah, after, I mean, I've had this for a long time, for over what? For more than 2 years, for almost 2 years, I think, if not a little over two, but yeah. And it was just looking good, maintaining its good looks, but not growing. You know, when somebody just maintaining its good looks, but it's not growing. And once in a while, I'll get a new leaf. Like now, there's one coming out, as you can see. Thirdly. So yeah, that's all I have for us for today. I thought I'll talk about plants you can have in your bathroom and also show you what I have in my bathroom. And the other thing I forgot to mention while I look up, it's up there. I'm just gonna tilt my camera to show you. It's asparagus fan. You know, like I said, any kind of a fan will do very well in your bathroom, to be very honest with you. So with me so far, for now, I have the fence I have shown you, an asparagus fan. I'm just gonna tilt my camera to show you, it's up there. So yeah, that's my asparagus fan. It's loving the life up there. It gets a lot of humidity up there, so it's loving it. As you can see, I'm hoping it will grow and start crawling around and, you know, doing its thing. It's growing though, I must say. Yeah, so yeah, at the end of the day, to be very honest, one can sum it up to, if you're gonna put plants in your bathroom, it must be plants which will appreciate the warmth and the humidity, and you know, yeah, and make sure that you've got a good lighting for them. You know, they make sure that you've got a good lighting for them. With me, like I said, I've got 2 windows. That's why it's working so well with me in here. It's not dark, because most of the bathrooms, to be honest, like my guest bathroom, it's so dark. I can't have much in there because the lighting is terrible. Though you can get away with a few. I mean, I do have peace lilies in there. I do have mother-in-law's tongue in there. Actually, that's about it. And I know sometimes I've had, for a long time, I've had what do you call it? I've had my Chinese evergreen, and it was doing very well. I just decided to move it out. But yeah, you can basically have any plants you like, as long as your bathroom will offer them the environment that they need, you know? Yeah, I don't think that's right or wrong. The truth is, you can have any plants you want, as long as your bathroom will offer them the environment they need, be it humidity, be it light, be it you know, yeah. Those two are very important, your humidity and your light, the kind of light it gives, you know. Just make sure that your bathroom offers your plant what they need. If it doesn't, don't do that. Don't make your plants suffer. Find the plant that will survive in your bathroom and thrive at the end of the day. But that's all I have for us for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like I said, please go check out Adele's channel, and the name of her channel is Lifeaholic. She's also on Instagram. You can follow her on Instagram. I'll link both of her accounts, her YouTube account and her Instagram account, on the description below. Yeah, but it's been fun. Have yourself a fabulous day. Bye.